Hello, brother. How are you
Hey,
doing?
brother. How's it
How are
going?
I'm pretty good. How are you doing?
Pretty good.
It's nice to see you again in this beautiful place. And how's your experience been so far?
Oh, it's been great. Same. It's pretty good to see you around here, to have you in this place after a few months that
Yeah,
we haven't seen each other
yeah,
after finishing school, kind
yeah,
of. Yeah.
yeah. So, guys, just to let you know, um, he's from Toronto. He used to study with me in Centennial College, and now he's moved. And now we are talking more about his experiences and how moving to another place can change your life. Can you explain a little bit about yourself, what you do for a living, and why you made a decision after completing your school?
Well, so first of all, my name is Sergio. Yeah, I'm from Colombia. I came to Canada like around 2 years ago. I did my baking and pastry management degree or diploma in Centennial College.
Yeah,
I finished it around like a year ago, kind of. At the end of the final term of school, I had the chance to come and take my co-op option here in BC.
yeah,
And yeah, it's been like a really interesting experience I've been having since the day one. So many things has been changed in my life, I guess, since
yeah,
I took the decision to settle here for, I don't know, till
yeah,
whenever new opportunities came.
yeah,
But yeah, it's been pretty good. I'm so happy that you made the journey here.
yeah.
I know that you're living in the same province, but far.
Far away. Yeah.
And yeah, but yeah,
Yeah.
it's been pretty good.
How's your experience so far in the baking? Like you completed your school, so some people are looking for baking schools and they want to make a career out of it. And you were in culinary too. You changed. That was like a first step you did.
Yeah.
And what would you say about your baking career, and how can you develop that passion into more into money and all that? What are your plans, and what you are thinking right now about those plans?
Right. Yeah, so as you mentioned, I started my career. I did previously like a degree back in Colombia for culinary. This
Yeah.
degree were more focused, like experiencing, like doing more culinary,
Yeah.
also some kind of research based on food and the cultural
Yeah.
that is around food.
Yeah.
And then I started getting into the pastry
Yeah.
throughout the experience I have previously, and then I decided to take this degree, and I've been doing it. I started doing it on myself, like I start taught myself, like with books and videos online,
Yeah.
experiencing, like doing some experiments at home,
Yeah.
and then this like kind of experiment trials
Yeah.
becomes like a passion for
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
And I found like you could connect so much with people when you do your artisan things, so you develop like a deeper connection with customers, if you want to call it like that. And yeah, it's been pretty good. Like here in BC, since I moved, I found myself as a person who could build community through bread making.
Yeah.
In some way.
For sure.
Yeah,
Of course.
you could build community. I found that I could expand my like how you met people through this, just doing this thing.
Yeah.
You could meet amazing people
Yeah. That's true.
because you're contributing to them.
Yeah. That's true.
You nourish people,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You when you notice what you're doing,
Yeah.
and you put the purpose on it,
Yeah.
you contribute too much on that.
Yeah, that's
Sometimes
true.
people doesn't pay attention on it, but
Yeah.
once you do it,
Yeah.
that opens you to further things on
Different
your life.
dimensions,
Yeah,
of course.
mhm.
So we did the same college. We did the same diploma about culinary. Sorry, about baking. Um, but we are doing this different things. But he's really passionate about it, and he chose the right path and right place to live. Um, so in Toronto as well, we have a lot of opportunities for the baking, just to work there and learn a lot of things for sure, right? But what would you say if someone is very passionate about baking and they really wanna open their own thing? They wanna let their creativity flow, like opening a bakery or a home bakery as well. What would you say, Toronto or Chilliwack? Because Chilliwack is a less population. Toronto is a big city. Everything is developed, right? So what would you say? You need to learn in big cities, or you can still learn here and open your own thing?
That's an interesting question. I would say first, and what I learned through the years I have in experience, because I never had my own business.
Yeah.
But I would say the opportunities are everywhere, no matter where you go.
Yeah.
You could live in a big city or in a small city.
Yeah.
The opportunities sometimes depends on what you want to
Yeah.
do and who you are.
Mm.
Because you could either make the best bakery restaurant business in a small city, or you could do it in a big city.
Yeah.
And it just depends on your view of things,
Your vision.
your vision.
Yeah.
You could, I mean, the opportunities
Or
open.
endless.
You are the one who opens the opportunities
Yeah,
on
of
you
course.
for you.
Yeah.
But in terms of what I have experienced, when it comes to big cities, for sure, you have the chance to learn from others.
Yeah.
Because in the city you find businesses that are more developed.
Yeah.
Of course, the competition makes you that you need to prove yourself a little bit
Yeah, of course.
more over the others to show your product,
Yeah.
to show the uniqueness of what you do.
Yeah.
Probably that competence makes the path a little bit more difficult, but not impossible.
Yeah.
But that's my point of view when it comes to big cities.
Okay.
For a small city, probably the vision could be kind of the same, because you're going to a market where probably there is no many competition.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you have to make yourself known to the community.
Yeah.
So in that way, they will go to you. But at the same time, you need to struggle in order to reach people, because there is no many things, right? Yeah, I think, I don't know if I'm making myself understand of what I'm trying to say, but both has ups and downs. But it just depends on you.
But you must need a change or to move another city to experience both of the things, to differentiate between, because everyone is unique with their own traits and characteristics. I think if you need a change, sometime you need a lot of other things. Like there is one quiet person living in a city in a rush. He doesn't want to travel. He doesn't want to see a lot of people. The small cities can be better for them, right? But at the same time, if someone is looking for nightclubs and all those things, then maybe cities are better. But I think so. In terms of work-life balance, what do you think? Which city or town provide you better work-life balance in terms of your expenses, how you manage your expenses, and in terms of travel, how you save your time throughout the traveling from work to home? Can you explain just a little bit about
difference in
this
between?
spots? Yeah.
Well, in big cities, you have like easy ways to commute from wherever you're living to your workplaces. Well, in a small town, you struggle a little bit more, because it requires to have like your own transportation. So you could either, if you have the chance, you have your car, makes your life way easier. Or like in my case, I just keep transporting myself on a bike, which is pretty good. I feel so happy doing it.
Yeah.
Just making your life more simple, I guess.
Yeah.
So that's one of the things that I have changed on me. Like try to be more,
Yeah.
more have things
Yeah.
more simple. Yeah.
Yeah.
What else?
So I really like the thing that you are going to farmers market for your fresh produce.
Yeah.
I really like that idea, because in cities I can't even imagine that. We are just eating those GMO kind of things. Here you
Yeah.
can find the best products. Even you can directly meet your farmer. So what would you explain? How you make your grocery things with them? How you connect with them? And how some of the local businesses are getting things for them to make it life bit organic.
Yeah, like in these towns, like especially in Chilliwack, it's like a type of town that is more from agricultural. It's one of those. There's the bigger economical sources. So living here, you have the chance to connect directly with the people who grows
Yeah.
food, right?
Yeah.
And also like that helps so much on you to really know where your food is coming from, because these days the food industry has so many things
Yeah.
on like behind scenes
Yeah.
that now you really need to pay attention on what you're putting on your body, because what you eat is the information that you're bringing into your body, and
Yeah.
that will give you a sense of who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't
And-
agree more.
yeah. So having that, I would say I could consider myself being part of that, because making bread, you start making food for people,
Yeah.
but you respect the process, and in that way, you are also be part of this circle of nourishing people. But at the same time, living here, as I mentioned before, you have access to connect with other farmers, build community,
Yeah.
and make everything more sustainable in a certain way. Saying like either economical part and like sociable and
Yeah.
cultural as well.
Yeah,
It enhances different aspects
Yeah.
that makes everything
Yeah.
and everyone's life a little bit
Of course.
easier and friendly.
Yeah.
Because the world these days is going through many things. I don't
Yeah.
want to go in deep on that. Everyone has their own vision about it. What I have discovered in the past years,
Yeah.
it's been really interesting about what the world is about. So
Yeah.
you need to really pay attention on that and probably contribute in a positive way through the things that you do.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You have more leisure time in Toronto or Chilliwack?
Could you repeat the question again?
You have more free time or leisure time, Toronto or in Chilliwack?
I would say Chilliwack.
Mm.
You have the chance to dedicate more time for yourself.
Yeah.
I would say because having the contact with nature is a game change in
Yeah.
this, because you could go explore. Also, you have the time to spend time with yourself,
Yeah.
which is a thing that is an aspect that is a little bit more hard to
Yeah.
explore if you're living in a busy city,
Yeah.
because there are so many things that
Yeah.
you could do
Yeah.
that you prefer to do those instead of dedicating time to yourself.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that I had the chance to experience
Mm.
living in this small town,
Yeah.
and also because it's close to nature.
Yeah, of course.
So that's one of the things. Because you're
Yeah.
busy in a city, and
Yeah.
that also that social life makes you probably spend more money.
Yeah.
That money that I used to spend on that social life, probably I'm expanding on my
Your
to
own
sustain my own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's very important to have a work-life balance, since when you are in the cities, we don't have much time for ourselves. We are just distracted by all the things surrounded, right? Here, you can focus on yourself. Sometimes it can be a thoughtful process. You'll have a lot of thoughts, but at the same time, and that's the only path to discover. And I think the change is very important. As you say, I've changed like a zillion of places to get where I am, but I'm still looking forward to live in Chilliwack, I guess. That's the only way to find our real path. And there are a lot of deeper layers. You just go layer by layer and find the real deep self, right?
Yeah. It's
And what you really love to do. If you can do it for your whole life, but the only thing make us motivate is just the purpose.
oh, yeah.
You're serving a purpose, right? And of course, our taste buds for culinary and
Yeah.
and baking people, they are pretty high, and we want to give that the same intense aroma and the taste or the tongue, different tongue to the people, so they can experience a lot of other ways too. And this is a pretty good thing to do in life, I guess, just to feed the people and make them feel good.
Yeah.
Because if you're not eating tasty food, then you don't feel fulfilled. And after eating a lot of bland food, and you feel like, now I'm gonna just go out and eat whatever. I will eat like dozens of donuts. Yeah.
Yes, as I mentioned to you, like we have to be more conscious about what we are eating, and me as a baker, if I can contribute in a positive way,
Yeah.
that could be that purpose that I'm putting on my labor, right? Like that's my contribution to society,
Yeah.
no matter where I am, like
Yeah.
making good food, just so that people get nourished and also have a great experience.
Of course.
Because these days, as you mentioned before, if you're busy, you just go eat because sometimes you don't even hungry.
Yeah.
You're just eating because it's like an action that you're just doing automatically,
Yeah.
right? But when you sit and like really like allow yourself to
And contemplate.
contemplate food
Yeah.
that you're eating,
Yeah.
understanding, let your body
Yeah.
like process that food you're putting in your mouth.
Yeah.
So that makes a completely different thing.
Yeah.
And as you mentioned, once you put purpose on any action you do in life, it's gonna be a different thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the aim is just to explain there is no exact path to follow, not like five steps to get a good life. Everything has to be a slow process, right?
Yeah.
And once you're stuck in daily life, you do the things continuously, you don't have any change in your life, then you feel stuck. That will not let you improve your life, right? The change is very, very important.
Yeah.
As we are changing the places. I was pretty bored of my life, that's why I start taking a bit of a day off just to visit my friend and have a sense of fulfillment in this nature. Even if I was living in nature, I didn't have time to go to the nature. I was working like 100 hours every 2 weeks. All right, so any closing thoughts? We're gonna close, and still our friend is waiting there.
Yeah, like final thoughts. Like, yeah, I know that you were mentioning that you were living in nature, not having much time to enjoy it. Like, I would say always allow yourself to stop and connect with that, because you could recharge energies so
For
much
soul.
from that, your soul.
Yeah.
And yeah, it will change the vision for life, I
Yeah.
would say.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, and life is a process. I
Yeah.
guess you need to also understand
Yeah.
and celebrate your little milestones that you get
Yeah.
through the process.
Yeah.
That's what I've been going through in the past
Yeah.
year,
Yeah.
and it's been so rewarding. Yeah.
Yeah. And life is not about like you set a goal, but to set a goal you have to find a goal. To find a goal you need to go through a lot of process. What is the real goal I'm looking for in life, right? You can't set the goal like I'm gonna be a richest person in the world and just work for it. This will not make you rich at the same time. But yeah,
Money sometimes is so important, but it's the least thing that you have to keep like in mind
yeah.
to do things. Like, I mean, money will come, but if you put the intention on things, everything will start working around for you.
I think your creativity and passion is more important than the money. Once you realize that this is my passion,
Yeah.
but people, they have to try those things as you are transferring from culinary to baking. Maybe some more adventures are coming up.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe you become entrepreneur instead of doing baking in the bakery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yes.
So there's the deeper layers to explore. Alright, guys. This is gonna be it for our YouTube podcast or whatever you can say. It's nice to chat with you, and thank you for your time.
No, thank you.
And it's a beautiful environment. We're gonna still explore some of the things here. And thank you for watching the video. We'll see you in the next video.
Cheers.